We're back again with the new series. This is the Grandmaster series. This is the Group 4s. And as you can see, it is uphill. And this Subaru will do very well off the line. Chalk has brought his Subaru with him into the Grandmaster series. And he's starting on pole position. Oskis will start in second place. Old Crawler will start in third. Mr. C will start in fourth place. He is racing in the Mustang. Old Crawler is in the Peugeot RCZ. I see Oskis is racing in the Toyota 86. DK10 is in the BMW M4. Ricky J in the bright pink Corvette. He's starting in 6th. Wody is there in the Hyundai. He is in 7th place. Dazzler in the Jaguar. The Joyce is in the Lexus in 9th. And the Keenleys, yes, we are up 1, but losing the driver. Duskiver is at work. Wasn't able to take part in this one right now. But we're up to 10. And the Keenleys is in 10th. Let's so we shall start with Ricky J. Just because he won out last time around at Blue Moon in the bonus round. So let's get it underway here at Interlagos, Brazil, the home of the famous I was a champion for one corner and then I lost it moment by a Formula 1 driver. None other than Felipe Massa. I'm a Felipe. You love him. Yeah, we do. The revs are up. We're away. That boss got a lightning start. There you guys did the Corvette. Big Frank was dropping backwards already from 4th down to 7th. Make that. Oh, Joyce is on the grass. That's not going to do him any favours. Joyce holded that really well on the grass. Bit of door rubbing into turn 2. Not what you want, but look at the moves being made. The Chalk is up in first place. Got the gap. Where's my camera angles? There it is. Ooh, Mr. C is up to 2nd place. Ricky J is up to 3rd. DK10 and Woldit going side by side here. The man who started in 2nd is down in 6th. That Toyota did not get a good start off the line. We do know about this car, do we not? It has got all the cornering grip in the world, but getting it off the line, it's like dragging a dead body behind you. It just won't go anywhere very quick. And he gets it a little bit sideways there as well. Well saved by the Oskis. Great save. This is half an hour. We have got half an hour of action here in Brazil. Oh, it's all going to go. These drivers all pretty evenly matched on a circuit that's not a big circuit. It's not a power circuit. So car choices this season have been having to be taken into consideration. You know, I haven't raced a BMW for a long time. So nice to see it back on the grid as you do. Oskis has picked the Toyota. Old Crawler has gone for the RCZ. I don't know what it's like on fuel, but I know it don't like its front tyres. I know it depletes its tyres quicker than a stripper in a strip bar. Dazzler is in the heavy-nosed Jaguar. The Joyce is in the Lexus. Very much touring car, S-car as well. Should do really well around here. And it's all under the rear wing of Dazzler, heading down into turn 1 and getting that move done. A little bit wide there, but Dazzler looking for the switchback, not quite getting it done. Joyce with a lovely move there on Dazzler, but Dazzler, the grunt of that Jaguar, will pull him along and he'll take 8th place right back as well. Joyce will tuck back into the slip. Who's got a penalty there? Seen that pop up down the order. That is Big Frank. Old Crawler, he's got a penalty. Joyce throwing it down the inside of Dazzler as well in the Jaguar. Dazzler in the Jaguar. It's got a bit of a ring to it. Chalk then leading the way, going down the fastest level 144 as Cutler's under fire from Ricky J, who's under fire from Wody. Up the inside here, laid down on the brakes, get that car turned in nice, and DK10's there as well. These 4, no 5 here. We're going to have a convalescent slipstream train once we get around the final corner. Oh, just paused out wide there was Ricky J by DK10, who's on his outside. They do well to hold on there, and the man who's not too far behind Oskis here as well, going 3 wide into the last corner. It wouldn't work out wide as well. Just seeing Wody there on Mr. C. Mr. C will take that defensive line, keep it nice and tight against the wall, force Wody to run out wide. That boss has got so much pace, it's unbelievable. I call it a boss just because it looks like a boss to me. That car is absolutely blessed. Yo, hello, it's me again. Yes, it is. How are you, my friend? Wody is in the chat again. We're just having a look at you fighting with that car. The Hyundai versus the boss of the Mustang, side by side downhill. That Mustang has got pure beef under the bonnet. It will shout and scream at you. It's a beast. Pulled out a little bit of a gapper as well. DK10 in the BMW is fighting Ricky J in the Corvette, another Yank machine that's got pure beef under its bonnet as well. Ricky J just lost out there to Oscars as well, who's come through in 5th. DK10's chasing down these front two. Oh, got a little barrage in here. That's not going to go down well. Not quite sure what happened there. Boldy just giving the beans to Mr. C there. I don't think Mr. C would appreciate being shown the beans. As DK10 is trying to fend off Oskis here for 4th place. You know that BMW's got some grunt as well. It's not too bad as we're having a look at Woldy up the inside getting that move done. Not too bad at all. Oskis is here as well. Remember, these two are teammates in the team manufacturers. There's no teammates here in the Grandmaster Series. This is all for one and one for all. You're fighting to become a Grandmaster. Only one driver over the 12 weeks will become Grandmaster. We run 2 leagues a night. So the Group 3s and the Group 4s are run this night. Next week it changes back to the VGTs. We bring out the minis as DK10 is right under the back door of Mr. C. We're going to take all the slip we can, but we've got to watch out for Woldy as well. 3 into 1 will not go, but we're going to have a look nonetheless. DK10 was second for a second. Now he's not no more. He is down to 3rd place as the grunt of that Mustang pulls Mr. C out of the corner, dropping DK10 by a nugget. Oh, Mr. C, he does like to run at a pace. He does like to nurture his tyres as well. I do believe he wipes them in Vaseline and wraps them in cotton wool just to keep them nice and smooth. And these three putting on a bit of a show. We've got to be said. Can he keep it up for half an hour? We shall see. 25 to go. Oscar's 4th, DK10 5th. Dazzler catching the fighting pack in 6th. Who's got Old Crawler not too far behind him in 7th place. Ricky J in the Corvette, he's in 8th. The Joyce picking up his friends again, he's got 800 of them. He is in 9th. From the Keeleys, brand new driver, brand new to sim racing, is here in 10th place in the Evo. Takes a bit of coming together. She's some way off the pace right now, but she's getting faster each week. It's nice to have new members in the group as well, as was Dazzler at one point. He is brand new to sim racing as well. He went out and just brought a rig. So he used to go karting. He went out and brought a rig, joined in just for the crack. Been with us ever since. As the same as the Keenleys as well. She's been out, brought a rig, brought a silver console, got involved. Yeah, no, so we're still getting to see how she drives and pick her lines. And yeah, it's a bit awkward to understand the rules at times, but she's learning all the time. So we welcome everybody here in the DMK. Everybody was new at one point. You know, so it don't just happen overnight, we know that. But she's getting quicker, she runs well in the VGTs as well. Not too bad at all. But Chalk, coming to leading the way in the Subaru. The fighting Packer at the back of pack again. Scrapping. It's Cutler versus Walden versus DK10. As we have a look up the inside, we just thought about the move there. Not quite getting it done. But we're going to go on the inside of Walden here. All the space in the world. That's how you like it. See, Cutler taking the wide lines for the cutback. Both of us are getting a bit of a slip there, but DK10 is going to have a look up the inside of this corner. Not quite going to get that done. Not at all. We have dropped Offskis off. We have got a bit of a gap now in this leading trio. So, DK10 looking for that switch again. Not quite close enough this time around. But Mr. C under pressure right now from DK10 and Moldy. So I don't think he'll appreciate the pressure as we go purple on lap 5. Cut all that curb, get a good push out on that BMW under the back of the Hyundai, and we're going to let the boss pull us down the straight and see how we get on from here. But we have pulled a couple of second gap to Offskis now. He's still in 5th place. He's got a little bit of a gap to Dazzler, and Dazzler's got no gap to Old Crawler, aka Big Frank. is there in 7th and he's right under the rear wing there. He's going to fire it down the inside for 6. Is he going to get that move done? Not quite getting it done. Dazzler out wide. Old Crawler looking for that switchback but not quite getting it done. He's got that run. Perfect line, hugging the apex, but I think that Jagger's got just that little bit more beat, but Old Crawler got the run, and that's all he needed was a run. And he's got that move done for 6th place. Great move there, great driving by Old Crawler. Dazzler down to 6th. Ricky J not too far now, he's in 8th. Joyce is not too far off the pack either, he's in 9th. Keenly's 10th. Chalk first. Half a second penalty for Mr. C. That was over the rumble strip moment for Mr. C, heading down into turn 3. And he's all under pressure from Waldy. DK10 as well. DK10 running it deep. Going to have to fight and get that switch now. Get that run. Currently sitting on the fastest lap of 1:39.672. As Waldy is having a look at Mr. C. Got the switch back. Got that run as well. That was a good move. Took it up high on the circuit for that switch back for the long drive down. That was a good move. Was a good move. But these 3 scrapping like kippers. We did have a gap and all of them running wide there. DK10 running sideways. This has brought Offskis right back into play. Now it turns into a slipstream train. We know that Toyota is rapid through sectors 2 and 3. It just loses out here on the straight, I would imagine, but it's right there. It's going to get a good toe off the boss as well. It's not too bad at all. As Mr. C tries to lose a penalty, you can defend all you like with a penalty, you just cannot overtake with it. So unlike we're seeing Dazzler, the Joyce earlier on in the race, overtaking with a penalty. If you do, if a car goes off circuit, then you can overtake with a penalty because it's gone off circuit, it's had a mistake. But you cannot do a move like when you're racing like this. You cannot overtake a car, pass a car with a penalty. But yeah, if a car makes a mistake in front of you, it's fine. But racing like this, when you get a penalty, you cannot overtake. Mr. C has dispersed that penalty, and he's going head to head with DK10. The BMW versus the Mustang. These two are side by side. The man who's got the best view of this is Offskis. Let's have a look at it from his point of view. The boss winning out on that one. DK10 is looking for that switchback, and Offskis is right there with him. He's going to use a leading car to pull him up, to fire it right up the inside there. Getting that done. Just lost out under braking as the boss goes sideways there. DK10 will stay in 4th place. You see how Offskis do like the steering wheel on that Toyota 86, if I'm honest. Don't make up for the lack of launch off the start line, but it looks quite nice indeed. And he is now in the slip of DK10, who is in the slip of Mr. C. All at it again, all the way down the field. Who have we got behind us? That is Old Crawler, not too far behind us in 6th, and Dazzler's behind him for 7th place. 8th place there you see is Ricky J. The DK10 is having a look around the outside of Mr. C again. We can't quite get that switch, but we're going to go for a big exit over the curb. We're not going to get that one done. Back out of that. That was great racing. Love side-by-side action. Do absolutely love it. Got to be said. Clean as you like. 2 or 3 corners, side-by-side. That's how it should be done. Oh, we got Big Frank. That's a big penalty as well. Old Crawler going to say hello to the fans. Loyalty points coming up. I reckon that's about 1.5. Not popped up yet. Will he get away with it? Just to make sure he runs wide again. He got away with that one. Normally the further you go off, there you go, there's half a second for running off there in turn 4. Oh well, alright. Turn 2, you normally pick up the further you go off there, and Dazzler fancies a bit of rally crossing their Jag. I'm not quite sure it's made for that, but Ricky J will say thank you very much, and he will take that Corvette around the outside. 3 into 1, don't go. Old Crawler got a little bit sideways. Ricky J was up the inside. Dazzler was on the outside. Ricky J winning out in 6. Dazzler's got a penalty. Cannot retaliate with that penalty. He has got to sit there in 7th place and lose that penalty. You can lose it in a slip. It is hard to do, but you've got to be right under the rear wing to let that car pull you through while you're losing half a second. it's a big one to lose, but around here should be pretty easy. I do find the best place to lose it is in sector 2 through the tight section of the circuit. But Dazzler trying to lose it there as well, and overtaking with a penalty is that. Have we just been speaking about that? We did. Overtaking with a penalty, still not getting it back yet. It's taken 2 corner, and he's not letting off either. And he's gone nearly off a second purple. Losing the penalty now in the wrong place. I do remember it did come up in the chat, but that was a long time in the lead for me. Rick Joycey, 8th place. Old crawler in the pits already. Not sure why. Got 300 loyalty points to get rid of. A fresh set of tyres and half a tank of gas. We're 15 minutes in. So unless he's thinking half a tank's done 15 and he's come out with just under half a tank for another 15. I mean, there's no strategy involved. There's nothing in bit to say what you've got to run, what you've got to do. You can run whatever you like. Literally run whatever you like as he comes up to lap the Keenleys. He just pulls out of the way there, letting no crawler through. As I was saying, the Joyce up to 8th place. He's got 400 loyalty points to get rid of. Dazzler's now in 7th place after leading Ricky J with that penalty there for at least 2 corners. Naughty Dazzler. We'll put that in bit. Driving standards and all that. Oskis is in the pits. Front tyre's looking a little bit chewed. He's got just 2 quarters of a tank. So we'll see if he puts a splash and dash in. Is he? Fastest lap as well, a 1:39.6. So not too bad. He's going to bump him down the field. Joyce has got less fuel so far. So everybody's pushing on. That Jaguar's chomping its fuel up like a good one. Ricky J's got a quarter and a half. DK10's got a quarter of a tank as well. There's purple sector 1. Waldy is the same as well. And Mr. C is on the mediums and he can run the longest out of the cars behind him right now. So we'll see how that one pans out. And the chalk can run even longer. He's on the racing mediums and got the most fuel out of the rest of the field. So we'll see how long the chalk can run as we've got 14 minutes left to go. Oskis is just leaving the pits now in 9th. Fresh set of boots and just over half a tank of gas. He's good to the end. So anybody else fancy this one right now? The undercut will be pretty strong around here, I would imagine. So we will see. So I don't think Mr. C will be in this lap. Chalk definitely not in this lap. Baldy could come in this lap, get a big undercut, and then free the boss to put his hammer down. But he's on the mediums. Baldy is in now. He's going for the undercut. Is DK10? No, he's not going for the undercut either. So moves him up to 3rd place though. Dazzler's up to 4th. He's done Ricky J. Ricky J's on the mediums versus the racing softs. The Corvette running well on them mediums. So Dazzler will be the first to jump. Ricky J has got an extra lap, I would say, versus that Jaguar, and the medium's running pretty well. I mean, Dazzler's doing 140s on softs. Ricky J's 141s, 142s, but he has been scrapping. They were scrapping laps. So I'd say it's pretty even on pace with Dazzler on the mediums as Dazzler is on the softs. Joyce is up to 6, got 100 loyalty points. Crawler 138.6. That pug running well. That lap time doesn't represent where he should be. He's on leading pace. He's got the fastest lap in the race, so that's leader's pace, that isn't. He's down in 7th place. Oskis has had his pit stop already and wait for everyone to pit around him. He has done his former team manufacturer's teammate. He's now in 9th place. He's brought his team manufacturer's car with him as well. His Hyundai in 9th. Keenleys. The Chalk is still good. I reckon Chalk's got at least another 2 laps in that car. So, and he's got a fair gap as well to Mr. C. He's got a gap to DK10 as well. Is DK10 biting now? Because I don't think Mr. C is going to bite the bullet. I think he's going to go again. Yes, he is. DK10. He's not going in either. He's got a smidge of fuel. The tyres, the car at this point didn't really act that bad. The car was pretty good, to be fair. It drove quite nice. I would say the tyres were pretty shot. The car was very much still drivable. Dazzler, Ricky J still having a good one for Dazzler's in this lap. Ricky J won't know that, but he can go an extra lap. Dazzler is in this lap if he makes it. Joyce up to 6th place. Dizzy Nights the other week, he was running around in the VGT Minis in 3rd place for a while. It was absolutely fantastic. I do love a good battle. Big slice of curb there for old Crawler. Do like to see a mixture of cars and drivers using different cars this season. Has been great fun. Originally we was meant to run this on GT7, but due to the lack of replay cameras I would have had, it wouldn't have made sense. So I was going to suggest doing live commentary, but then we'd lose a driver on track, so we decided to revert it back to GT7, GT Sport, sorry. But yeah, we're here, we're racing, everybody's happy. Good stuff. DK10, you can run out that wide there. I don't know if you've seen it, there's a bit of a rumble, a bit of a grip patch out there, so not too bad, and you don't pick up no loyalty points for it either. It's a bit like that corner at Nürburgring after turns 1, 2, 3, turn 4, where you can run it to the extremities and run it out wide. Mr. C is in. I reckon he would have been able to do it the other lap. So we've got DK10 in the pits, Ricky J is in the pits, Dazzler is in the pits, and the chalk is good to go still, so he's only going to pull out a bigger gap. I mean, everybody running a few medium tyres here and the majority on the softs, so we'll see who gets to jump out the pits. DK10's tyres are going on now. Ricky J's not in his box, Joyce is not in his box, Dazzler's just getting them done. Mr. C is being fueled up and he's away. Old Crawler in his pit stop, he pitted well early, getting that done. The big undercut, the big winner there then was Old Crawler. Ofskis is now up to 3rd, Wally is up to 4th. I don't think the other drivers are going to get the run out, so Wally's down to 5th. Mr. C getting a jump there, so he rejoins in 4th. Wally stays in 5th. Ricky J getting the jump on DK10, as did Dazzler. DK10, where is it? Down in 9th. And very much overfueled. With 10 minutes to go, he's put a full tank of gas in. And that would explain a lot, wouldn't it? I don't know why I put that much fuel in, but I did. Unless I was gabbing. One may never know, but we're down in 10th. Chalk in the pits now. He has got literally time in hand, but here's Old Crawler. Here's the pack, and Chalk is in the pits. He's not in his box yet, so Old Crawler could take the lead. Looking good so far for Big Frank. Ofsky isn't too far behind either. Where's the Chalk? Tyres are just being taken off now, so this looks like why is Old Crawler in the pits? Oh, not quite sure why he pitted. That will gift. This is literally going to gift Oskis the lead. Where is the Chalk? He's leaving the pits now. This is going to be close. This is AI driving out of the pits. Oskis, Cutler, Wally, Dazzler all moving up the field, but Chalk getting that done. This is tight. Oskis ran in the first couple of corners. Chalk maintains that lead. Did well to run to that for that length of time. That pit stop was longer than he expected. He must have been kicking the panel of that car like, get me out, they're coming. But Oskis second, Cutler then into 3rd, got 4 attempts to get rid of. Wody got 4 attempts to get rid of in 4th. Ricky J 5th, Dazzler 6th, DK10's up to 7th. Old Crawler and Joyce both in the pits. Joyce is now out of gas. Wow, gotta be said. Gotta love it. You boys. Gonna make me go grey. Chalk. Strategy was on point. On the racing softs. Got just over a quarter of a tank. That is good to the end. We've got 6.5 minutes to go. So I think the Troll played a blinder there. I think Chalk played that really well. Offskis as well. Mr. C got 300 loyalty points to get rid of. He will catch on the straights. I dare say he won't catch through sector 3. That car is like a wardrobe to get through corners compared to this car here, the 86. As Offskis is in second place. Bogs down on the start. It's like your granny taking her underwear off. You just don't want it to happen. But that Toyota 86, rapid through corners. Got very good apex speed. But yeah, it's in second place. He'll do well. Mr. C. Ricky J's in fourth. He's having a scrap with Waldit. And there's Dazzler, Dmk-Grand rounding out the top 7 so far in the BMW. Bit of damage on the front end of it. That will be from the rub. But it is what it is. Ricky J on Waldit. Let's see how this one pans out. Heading down to turn 3. Ricky J got the inside. Waldit going for the wide line switchback. Riding the curb. That's where you want to be. You want to hold the curb 2x2. Clean as you like. A bit of a dump. Get that done. Can't emphasize enough how important it is to run a radar as well, especially when a road racing is this tight and this fast. You know, radar helps a lot to judge where that car could go, where it's going to go, how much gap you've got front and back. So we recommend running radar, and it is in BIC, it is in the rules. So we'll make sure radars run at all times. Dazzler in the leopard print, more tiger printed Jaguar there. He's in 6th. Dmk-10 7th. Driving the socks off that car, literally was. We've got purple again there, did he not? Did I see purple? I did. Stay with, just see if we get the fastest lap. Who's got Big Frank 138.4. I know 138.9 last time around. Tyres up to temp. Chomped up half a quarter of a tank of fuel since my stop. We shall see. I'm going to take the closer line in as well. No, it's a 138.6. Not quite the fastest lap, but it's personal best. Now we're down to the exit in the last corner. You need a belting exit to carry all the speed through as well. And we use all the curb and some. Oh, Crawler, random pit stop. Not sure why he pitted. It looked like he had enough fuel, and his tyres weren't that bad. He was running in podium position, unless it was some kind of mechanical fault. Needed to take a strip off the windshield or something, I'm not quite sure, but it's down in 8th. Joyce is in 9th, to Keenley's is in 10th. Chalk played his strategy really well, he's leading the way. Offskis is in 2nd. The boss man himself, he's got 600 loyalty points to get rid of. He's chomping at the bit and he's pushing that boss around this Brazilian circuit here into Lagos. He'll settle for nothing less than a podium with Mr. C. There's a Ricky J 4th, Oldie 5th, Dazzler 6th. Was a good night's racing, to be fair. Really enjoyed it. Nice to bring some of the old tracks back, especially in some of these meaty machines. Just test your driving skill as well, bringing various machines around, mixing it up. Really good fun. We've got the Group 3s coming up as well. Around the powertrain circuit. Dazzler has got a pit, he's underfueled. Who else may have underfueled? 3 minutes to go. Dazzler's in the pits. If he makes it around again. I would have gone now in case anybody else has got a pit, but that's going to gift Dmk-10 at least 6th place. At least 6th place right now. As well, they're just falling into the clutches of Dazzler there in that Jaguar. Ricky J pulling out the gap. Just a little. 400 loyalty points still to get rid of for Mr. C. He's trying to make an impression on Offskis, which is slightly improving. The gap is coming down, but with only 2 minutes to go, and it's a 1 minute 39 a lap, so I dare say there'll be one more lap after this, and the chalk is looking good too. Keep an eye on his fuel tank. It's running very, very low, and we know that car, when fuel is turned on, it does get thirsty. Very first up. Dmk-Grand has caught up. He's been putting in some belting lap times, chasing down the field in his M4 BMW. And he's on the back of Dazzler as well. And Dazzler has got to go into fuel saving mode now. There you go. He knows he's out of fuel. He's got to get to the pits. A couple of seasons ago, I did run a strategy. I did run a rule where if you ran out of fuel and you didn't cross the line under your own steam, then GT took over to get you over the line. You was disqualified. You was put back to the back of the pack. That's what I ran a couple of seasons ago, because in a real life race you wouldn't have been able to finish the race. But this has just got interesting. 4th and 5th, and Ricky J's got half a second to get rid of. He can defend all he wants, but he cannot overtake once he's been overtaken. And Waldet will know that. You want to get that move done as soon as you like, but that Corvette has got all the grunt in the world. You don't want a big nosedive. Dazzler's in the pits and dropped down the order like a Spice Girl on a bad tune. He's down in 8th now. He's down in 8th. Ricky J just lost a couple of attempts of that penalty there. He's down to 3 attempts left. You know that Hyundai is a bit more light, it's a bit more nimble, so this will be the part, this will be the sector where he needs to get the move done if he can. Ricky J be like driving a canal boat through here. We want to keep it tight, keep it locked up, keep them apexes. But Waldet is coming back, got the inside line, got the run as well, but he's on the outside for this corner. Dmk-Grand is not too far behind either. He's looking, but not quite getting the move done. This is the final lap. We have missed it. We've got to come back up here. We know they're scrapping, but the chalk, a well deserved. Great display of driving. Strategy was absolutely spot on. Ran it down to the extremities of the fuel. Chalky 12 wins out on the opening night of Grand Masters of Group 4s here in Brazil. Mr. C will come home and take 2nd place. Ofskis will come home in 3rd. The Keenleys will round out in 10th. Waldet will come home in 4th place. Congratulations, Dmk-Grand round out in top 5th. Ricky J got rid of that penalty to come home in 6th place. Old Crawler 2 times in a 2-stop. Not quite sure why, but we can find out. Might have been an issue, like I said, but he will come home in 7th place. Great racing, Old Crawler. And then Dazzler. Strategy was wrong. The fuel was wrong. Jaguar was thirsty. Dropped him down the order. He's in 8th. 18 laps here in Brazil. Wow. That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. That was a good run, was it not? It was very good. Here's a message. Let me just check my messages, because the girls are at the hairdressers, like I said. I'm just clocking in, see what they're saying. Well, she did tell me 2 o'clock. It's 20 past 1. So, you know. Like to see what they're up to. Let me turn the sound off on that. I don't want to listen to the sound of that. But yeah, this was another good race, if I'm honest. This race here that's on my intermission box. Yeah, this was really good. If you don't know, I put a few videos up of this, a few makeshift adverts, shall we say. Was a good crack, but yeah, there was a few door rub moments there in that race, and a few lights being flashed and things like that. That's just competitiveness. The drivers know they're equally matched, which makes it more interesting. It makes the racing just as close like that. But on a track like Brazil, it's not a power circuit, it's more a technical circuit where you've got to pick and choose your moves, when to fire one down the inside, when to back off, when to go wide, when to switch it in. So congratulations to everybody for putting on a show. That was absolutely brilliant. I'm going to shut this stream down. If you have enjoyed the stream, please hit that like and subscribe for me. I really do appreciate it. Just to help the channel, and I will be back with you a little bit later on as we're heading to Italy for Monza and the Group 3s in part 2 of the Grandmaster. See you soon. Peace.